Hello, I'm Jessica Fromm, artist at NOHO M55 Art Gallery, and thank you for tuning into my show. This is an interesting, unusual show for me because actually, historically, for many years, I was only an abstract artist. Then in 2016, when that man walked down the escalator, I went to dealing with imagery of him and his cohorts, and I turned that into, I cut it and pasted that into political responses of mine. And after that, I found myself painting in representation, which was most unusual for me. But I'd gotten to the point after the last show when I was finding that I was doing what I considered to be very interesting abstract compositions of it. And then that was over, and I'd started thinking, well, maybe it's time to go back to more abstraction, and was doing some color studies, stripes and such. And then everything stopped for me due to some illness. And I had this show coming up, and I spent all my days behaving very well with my disappointment at not working, not being able to get up to my third floor studio. But at night, as I went to bed, I would start painting in my mind and trying to divine what was I going to show on the walls, how would I manage that. And so I have what I think is a very interesting semi-abstract painting, which I call I Can't Sleep. And then I needed to continue filling the walls. And I had thought of myself as a beached whale, and that was a very rich imagery for me because it was both items from the beach, which was my lifetime, my childhood of growing up on the beach, and also my feelings about being frustrated, thwarted, all the metaphors for beached. And that became the way I approached this. I was able to assemble paintings that I'd never shown before, and the paintings of the stripes and the studies in color, the few times I was able to get up to the studio, I was able to deal with that concept. And then when I was stuck at home, I found my pads of paper, which I kept home, and my charcoal. And lo and behold, I had filled the walls, and although I didn't think I was going to be able to do so, I brought my three-dimensional work, the only three-dimensional work I do, which is jewelry. I do beaded jewelry, but more than that, I do copper and metal jewelry, some of which is sculptural, repoussé. And so here we have my whole show beached, and I do hope that you can come and see it in person. I think it is rewarding. Thank you. work to put on the walls. I got to sit down. Also, I had an infection. I don't know what it was. Starting last night.
I've been out there.
I only got the diagnosis. I went to all these specialists.
This area used to be
Don't try it. Yeah, right. The leaning.
from this building. Yeah, just looking at these.
I'm feeling good. I have surgery planned for my second. For spinal stenosis. My